Hello everyone, Coach Jandy here. So how do I make being almost 50 years old and single work for me? I want to give you the secret. And I can't even believe that I am saying that out of my mouth that I'm going to be 50 in just a couple months. It seems unreal. And that is exactly one of the reasons why and how I make it work for me is because I don't believe it. I feel like I'm in my 20s or 30s, and I have that mental attitude of age is just a number, it's just a thing, it's just experience, okay? And so I'm fun and I try to keep things lighthearted and I have passion and, I want to get things done, and that keeps me lively. It keeps me young, because I'm telling you, with everything that I've gone through in my life, honey, I should look a whole lot worse than this or feel a whole lot worse than this. I should probably feel a lot older, but I don't. And it's a mental choice to feel young. So you have to make a decision that, I'm not old, this is great, And so, but in order to do that, one, we have to do the work. And I've done the work. For many years, I worked with coaches and worked on my self-esteem and my confidence and, working through shame and, all those kind of issues that I don't deal with as much anymore. Of course, do things come up? Absolutely. That's called being a human being. But I worked on that so that life now is a whole lot more lighter and I have good self-esteem. I have good self-awareness also. I can stand in correction if I need to. If I do something that is wrong, I can stand in correction, and that means that I am okay. And the thing is, guys, you are okay. No matter what stage you're at, have a lot to work on, a little to work on. Ultimately, you are okay. Now, do I want to be in a relationship? Absolutely. We all want to be in a relationship. When somebody says, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship, I really don't believe them. That there's some level at which they usually do. And maybe there's somebody out there that feels differently. But the thing is I don't need to be in a relationship. And there's a difference between needing and wanting a relationship. When you need something, you usually are going to draw in something that is unhealthy or is not going to work. Now, not always the case, because sometimes you can just want it and you can also attract bad. Okay, I've done it before. But wanting something versus needing helps to release a lot of that anxiousness and that codependency and, all of those negative things. So be in that want space, okay? It is truly a difference. And here's the thing. One of the best pieces of advice or knowledge and wisdom that I got, believe it or not, was from an episode of Sex and the City. And all four of the girls were sitting there in a dining establishment, and each one of them had been just broken up with in a relationship or something going on wrong. And Charlotte, the really, kind of fancy one, says to the other four ladies, and I'm not going to quote this perfectly, but you'll get the idea. She says, girls, why don't we be each other's soulmates and just have guys for fun? And I thought, how brilliant is that? That's brilliant. So one of the ways that I'm okay with myself is that I have good girlfriends. I have good friends in my life. Or if you're a guy listening to this, you have good guy friends around you. I've even got some guy friends, that are just friends. But those are also your soulmate. A soulmate is just not somebody that you're in a relationship with, but it can be a friendship. And so we really want to lean on our friends in a healthy way and make sure also that we have hobbies and interests in our life. I love to put together dinner parties and tea parties and all kinds of different parties. And I'm a gatherer of people. My friends know this about me. And so find what you like to do, whether it's golfing or book clubs or crocheting, whatever. You got to know who you are and what is your passion, what is your purpose, what do you like to do, and then go out in the world and live it. Participate in it, okay? I'm still growing in that area. Most people look at me and say, well, Jandy, you're always going and doing things. And yeah, I am on a level, but I still want to grow more in that. But when we know our purpose, when we know our passion, and we're pursuing it and we're working in it, then it makes it where we feel like we are okay with ourselves. Okay. So also, knowing what you want out of your life. What do I want even my surroundings to look like? What kind of living area, what kind of job, all those make up your life. So at the end of the day, being single or being married or in a relationship, do you understand that that does not define you? It does not make who you are. It's a nice to have, and it's a position that you're at in your life. But at the end of the day, you have to be okay in this space with who you are. And partly that means embracing the dark side of yourself as well. The things that you do wrong, the personality quirks and ticks, So you embrace the good things about yourself, and you also embrace the things that you need to work on, and that's one thing that has really helped me, even in this last year, is embracing, that part of my good personality is also sometimes a detriment to me, but letting it go and not sitting in the shame of it, but just realizing I'm not perfect, but I'm working on myself, but I still deserve love and acceptance and affection and all of those things, because dang it, I am worth it. And I am good to people, and so you draw that in. Yes, you've got to examine the things that you need to work on and accept those things, but know your worth. Know you are worth it, okay? So that's how I make being single at almost 50 work for me. And if you happen to know anybody. So anyway, my point is, go out, have fun, live life. Don't take things so seriously. And that's the other thing. I know I've had to work on that myself. Don't take all this so seriously. All right? Have fun. Look at the lemons make them lemonade, So that's what I have for you. Go make your 30-something, your 40-something, your 70-something single self, make it work, okay? Check me out at CoachJandy.com and also on YouTube under Coach Jandy or Jandy Kelly. Thanks and have a great one.